Right, well, good morning all. Come down Wissett again. Unfortunately, Lee couldn't make it with me again this morning, unfortunately. He had family things to deal with, that's fair enough. Bit of a contrast to last time. Obviously, last time I fished in the car, as you saw. This time I come up here, it's about 6 or 7 degrees. There was no wind on here when I first come on here, and it was quite warm standing in the wind, so I just thought I'll just come in my normal spot. Don't look as though no one else is going to turn up, so I've got the whole lake to myself. Left hand rod just put in the middle for the moment, just with a bag with a few fam bottom baits in the liquid food, and the right hand spot is on my banker spot, if you like, just off the tree line. Also just got fam today, so I'm on a fam wafter on that one, all in yellow, and that's also on a bag with a few chops. We'll see how that goes. Might even try the channel behind my chair today. I might put a bit of bait in and just see if anything comes in there. I say it's shallower in there, but the carp do get in there. So my dad had a 19 pounder. You'll see that in one of my previous videos, I had a 19 pounder in there. I haven't fished there in the winter just because it is shallow. Last time we come, the wind was absolutely blaring in there, but it was really, I really had a nip in the wind. I think that was an easterly or northerly wind. So we'll leave it there for now. Cut out the intro. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. I'll speak to you later. Alright, it's now 11 o'clock. Just been sitting there watching the water. Weather conditions are absolutely bang on today, so I'm quite confident, or quietly confident, that we might be able to pick one or two up today. I'm quite surprised I haven't had a run already, in all honesty. So I've got a rod along that snag line, which I will keep there because that is a good spot. Now, what I've decided to do this year, don't know if you're like me, I like to be kind of, I say, different to everyone else. A lot of people nowadays obviously use the spinner rig quite a bit. I got all the rig materials from Atomic Tackle. I love the Atomic stuff, so I started doing sort of, I thought, well, for my pop-up presentations, I'll use a stiff link pop-up. So this is my first attempt. I don't know what you think of it. So just got my 3-inch lead on there. Obviously I'll do that on the lid clip system rather than a free running. I will put this on helicopter sort of setup when I fish other lakes. So that is the soft fluorocarbon from Atomic Tackle. Again, just for your comments, would you put the putty below kind of the ring where the pivot point is? Or would you put it sort of above where the knot is? So I see a lot of people just put the putty around the swivel. Now, I have been messing around with this. It looks a bit sort of clumpy, if you like, but when I put that in the margin, I didn't have enough putty on there, so it was going down really, really slowly and barely sort of, the putty wasn't really on the bottom. I brought it back up here, put a bit more MC putty on there, and that sits absolutely awesome now. So I'll try and keep that curve in it. That'll be, so that's a size 6 Atomic Tackle hook. I've got to bend the barb on that. And on there is an enemy 15mm enemy pop-up. So I'll put this out on the boat. I will put this out where I saw the fish. It is, I won't be able to cast it because I've got a tree overhead. So I'll get my boat out. It was literally probably 2 rod lengths off that far bank. Now that wind on the end of it, I guess, would be cold. I wouldn't expect the fish to be on it. But here, where the wind isn't sort of pushing, well, wind's coming behind me, if you like. But with that sun, it's quite warm. It's 10 degrees at the moment. So hopeful for a fish. So I'll put this out in the boat. I'll turn the camera around in a second and show you. Catch you in a bit. Right, this one we're going to put on the far bank, because I'm not going to harm anyone because there's no one here. I was sitting there a minute ago, and not very often you see them jumping here in the winter, so I was pretty much on the far margin. So I'm going to pick this rod up and then straighten the line out a little bit. cast that far anyway. I've got a tree overhead, which won't make that very easy. I say literally that carp jumped pretty much over here, so just gonna about there, I think, ish. We'll go over there anyway. Right, we'll drop that about there. Shallower over there, softer bottom than it is in the middle, but in the middle, when I dropped that bait in, so that was about halfway, 3/4 of the way across, that took a long time to hit the bottom, so I reckon that's probably well into 15-16 foot right in the middle there, about where the boat is now. Stupidly deep. Right, I won't keep filming this, obviously, with the boat coming in. We'll get back to you in a bit. No, I'm in, I think.
Huh?
I'm in, I think.
Oh.
Rod tip's bouncing, yeah, I'm in. Right.
Alright.
Alright, bye.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye. I think we're in here, so that's... Here we are, it's coating on the tight line, let's get it. I don't think that knew much about that then. Let's say the hanger was doing that for about 2 or 3 minutes. Very big fish, so that's coming in too easy. So this one I had in between the two, the willow and the other, the snag, which is where I had that fish last thing, pretty much last noggins last time we come. Changed this one up a little bit. I put a pink wafter on this one. I think that was the pink enemy barrel wafter over a load of FAM 15 millers crushed up with the liquid lunch over the top, so I don't think it's too bad actually looking at it. I thought that was a small fish, but oh, nice mirror. Come on, in you go. In you go. Yes. Right, I'll get this in there. So I'll get my mat and that sorted out. And then we'll get on the mat. Catch you in a bit. As you can see, it's a bit lively. Quite surprised by the weight of it actually. Coming in at £14.15. It's not a bad one. There we go. So that was on an NME pink, washed out pink wafter over a bed of crushed fam, and that was soaked in the liquid lunch, the fam liquid lunch. So yeah, not a bad fish. As I was trying to film that take, I think it was on for a while, it wasn't screaming off. I think it didn't really know what to do with the running lead. It was running out in open water. So here an absolute result. Let's just show you the other side. Come on. Let's get some water on the fish. Come here. There we go, this is the other side. So a nice little mirror, 14.15. So there's a lot of smaller fish in here, but that one will do. Get on the goods. It's like London buses, you get nothing all day and then two at once. I'll say this one was on that far margin where I saw that fish roll earlier on, and that was on the stiff link pop up on the NME again, pop up. This one does feel tiny, I feel it shaking its head quite a bit. There's no weight to this whatsoever. It's starting to pull a bit now, but it still feels small. Oh, let's get this net. weird now. It's got closer. I was feeling as though it's got a bit of in head shakes. I think it's a small fish. I was going to say it felt a bit bigger, but you never can tell in here. There's a lot of small fish. They do go up to upper 20s as well. Sorry, I didn't have the back wind on. I normally have that on as a backup. Would you believe what I'm in on the other rod now? Right, let's get him in. It's only a scamp. One's dropped back. Oh my god. Right, let's try and bully you in a bit. Because that other one is still on. Right. Alright, that's him in. Right, let's get the other rod. Ooh. Might have to do a 2 net job here. Wowzers. Right. I reckon we've hit a feeding spell now. What do you think? Right, now this one has got some weight to it. Yeah, this one feels a much better fish. Again, that was just on the, that one's on a pink enemy wafter. Exactly the same as before, just between the tree line and the willow. That's literally been out. Well, also I was just sorting out the photos of that one just under £15. That rod went off, and then as you just saw, as I netted that one, this one went off, so it's barely been in the water 5 minutes, not even that. Yeah, this one feels much better. This one isn't doing a great deal. It was a heavy weight out there. It now feels smaller now. So this lake really weird. You think you've got a small fish on, then you've got a big, and then vice versa. So when I first picked that up, that was just sheer weight. But I can feel it kind of plodding its head. The other fish is trying to get away in the net. this has got some, so it feels it's got some weight to it. Come on. So it was another 20. So I've had quite a few fish out here, but I think the biggest I had up until 23 common I had was about 16. I had a couple of 16 pounders. Oh yeah, that's a big fish. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to turn on the side there, that looked quite decent. It's a long fish. It's a fairly wide fish, as you can see. Oh, come on. They don't have a fight in here. Go in. Oh, come on. Come on, in the net. Yes. Oh, wicked. Right, got to try and sort this out. Small one I'll probably just put back, and then we'll get the bigger one out. Chat to you in a bit. Well, that was absolute carnage. As you saw, God, I'm out of breath. Right, here's the first one. This one was on the stiff hinge on the enemy popper, so we won't bother weighing this one just because we do have a bigger one in the I'll just put it in the cradle just to calm down a bit. Let's get this one sorted out, so nothing huge on this occasion, probably about 5-6 pound. That's a nice little common. It's just still on the other side, so pretty much the same. I'll say it's a common, but there we go. Have 1 or 2 leeches on it. But yeah, that's fish number 2. We will get the scales out on the 3rd one. I'll weigh that, and then we'll do a bit of a video on the mirror. I reckon that's getting on for it's either a scraper 20 or sort of mid-upper double. So I'll get back to you in a minute. Get on the goods. Well guys, we seriously underestimated this one. It's my 2nd biggest fish out of here. I don't know why I thought it was a high double, but in my head I thought, yeah, it's got to be a 20. Yes, just put it on the scales, and it is 22 pounds and 9 ounces. Absolute beauty. Get in there again on a goods fan wafter. No, it wasn't. Over an enemy wafter, sorry. Over the fan in the liquid lunch. What a fish. I'll just show you the other side. So these fish have got leeches on them, so Got very little fins, this fish. They're kind of withered away. Let's get her up again. There we go. 22 pound, 9 ounces. Get on the goods. Just add your watercraft. Right, I'll just get some quick pictures of this. And then we'll get the rigs back out there and perhaps just reminisce what's just happened. Cheers, guys. We're just sitting in the car. I think I am in. Yes, I am. Awesome. There we go, fish number 4. Right, this time I'm not going to predict how big it is because it's nodding its head like all the other ones have done so far. Of course, fighting on the surface. Well, I'm not going to be fooled by this one. This one is just trying to keep this one away from my other line if I can. I think it's another small one, but they're all fish at the end of the day. Yeah, it's a small common. Come on, baby. And you get... Right. Again, we'll just get the mat and that sorted out, and then we'll show it to you on the mat. 2 seconds. Right, here's number 4. So we're doing something right today. So they seem to be taking a liking for the enemy, that's for sure. Every single fish got like leeches on them, so obviously they're not moving around too far. It's got a nice little short stubby tail on this one. Try and get you up. Hopefully you can hear me. I haven't got the mic on at the moment. It's a little chunky one. Again, probably 8 pound, 8-9 pounds, something like that. Nice chunky little fish. Right, let's get it back, get the rig back out there and try and get number 5. Catch you in a bit. Right, so obviously you just saw me catch that 4th fish. Didn't bother weighing that one. That was probably probably 8 to 10 pound. Nothing, just a porky little fish, quite a short, stumpy little fish. But they all count. So I'm having quite a good day. So I just thought I'll show you what I was doing. I'll just spit my words out. So on each one of these, well, on this particular rod anyway, I'm putting out a stick. So that comprises of the goods PVA mix. That's the fan one, I do have the NME one as well, but I've been using this one, and then I have been putting in that the Goods liquid lunch, and I have been putting them in. It doesn't really make much difference anyway, it's pretty much the same stuff that you can put in your bags. I've been putting that in there as well, so that's the Goods drips. Literally just been putting on a small bag, small mesh bag. It's a bit stodgy, this one, to be honest with you. I didn't do that quite right, but yeah, it's far too wet really. But I just want to make a quick bag up because I don't want to make a big load up, because probably be on the last car. So I'll just put that in there, just push that into my, normally do it on a hard surface, but I'll just do it with my hand for now. Roll off the stick, try and get that end as tight as possible, give that a twist. Just an overhand knot, and then bring that down so it sits against the bag like that. So I'll just put the hook through there, put in a few chop boilies, drop it off, and that'll be it, hopefully. I mean, we might still get one or two more. There's probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, well, about an hour and a half to go. Hopefully we get another one, hopefully another 20. Right, we'll put it out there. Right, I just thought I'd load up the boat and just show you what I was kind of doing on each car. So I was just putting a small amount of bait there. It's probably about 10-15 boilies there, just crushed up. That's the FAM, the fruit and malted milk from Goods. That's soaked in the liquid lunch. Been soaking that overnight once I got it out of the freezer. Then I'll just put a hook bait on there, which will be, well, in this case NME is working, so it's a pale pink NME wafter with that sticker I just showed you, and then plonk it on the spot. So hopefully we get another one before we go. Well, I'm not 100% sure, just sitting in the car just charging my phone a bit, because obviously we had quite a bit of action today, and I just pulled up tight with a beep or two. I'll say that one's over on the far margin. So yep, I think we are in. So these fish are cute, they keep cutting on a tight line, so I will hit that. It's coming towards me, I think. Let's give it a go. Yep, we're connected. Awesome. That was on the stiff hinge again. That was on the yellow NME pop-up. Well, I weren't expecting a day like this today. So that's fish number 5, and we're only, what's it now, March the 2nd, March the 3rd, I think it is. So the conditions have been a lot better today with that. So that sun been beaming down on the water all day. So it's been 10-11 degrees. I think it's, well, temperature's dropping now. I can feel the chill in the air, but It's another smaller common by the look of it. Oh, the dreaded hook pull. Sorry guys, that one will not be going on the mat, but it wasn't a very big one anyway. Damn. Yep, we're in on this one, I think. Well, it's a red letter session today, isn't it? Wouldn't expect that in March, but I was just trying to sort out my here we've got a drop back on this one. Let's hit this one as well. Oh my god, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that's happened twice now, 2 fish on at the same time, twice. We'll probably have to do what we did before, where net this, hopefully we net this fish, and then we'll bite the line on this one. So there's just, oh, today has been absolute madness. It's bit the lines on both of these, so the lines weren't going over both fish. Yeah, one absolute crazy day. I think that's 6 or 7 and lost one now. I'll just get the hooks out of these fish and get rid of the rigs. Well, that's one. So that one's on the free one lead setup, which is an absolute winner in here. So that was a pink enemy wafter. Just a bit of a tangle. Let's get rid of this, the other one. Let's come out of that one as well. Try and get rid of this. Calm down. We'll sort that out in a minute. So fish one, so we won't bother weighing these. This fish one, common again, probably about 8, 9 pounds, something like that. Well, we won't mess around too much because so we've got 2 fish here. This one's slightly bigger mirror. There you go, I thought that was a bigger one when we were playing it in, but they all count. There's 6, 7 fish all on the NME. I think that is going to be a new favourite for myself, so I'll get a couple of pictures quickly, get these fish back, and then we'll get on the road. What a day.